Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Maikli lang to. It's been a while since we last talked about a federal court ruling. Ayan, meron tayong nakita fairly new decision from the federal court. December 16, 2025 lang ito in-issue. Interesting. Okay? Guys, this is a reminder na kapag kayo ay nagsasubmit ng application, whether for a work permit, study permit, kahit ano, okay? Kailangan yung information na inyong dinedeclare dyan ay consistent sa lahat ng applications na inyong sinasubmit. Because there are times, for example, you apply for PR, okay? Magde-declare ka ng work experience doon. Dapat sa application mo, for example, before, kung meron kang work permit application, same, okay? Sakto ang inyong dinedeclare na information. If not, it could raise questions. Hindi naman automatically i-deny, ano. Pero baka gawing issue pa ng IRCC, hingi pa ng explanation sa inyo. At kung hindi maganda ang inyong explanation, they could refuse your application. Okay? In this specific case, ganyan po ang nangyari. Yung applicant nag-apply, meron siyang application for a work permit, and meron din siyang PR application under Ontario PNP, OINP. Na-deny ang pareho. Alam niyo kung bakit? Yung kanyang work experience na dineclare ay hindi tugma sa isang application na kanyang final several years ago. Okay, so another takeaway here, IRCC keeps and goes back to all your other applications. Okay, kapag ikaw ay nagsasabit ng bago. At yan, sinecheck nila for possible mismatched information, not just in work experience, I would assume, in all the information that you put there. Okay, so kailangan nagtutugma ang lahat ng yan. Kung ayaw nyo nang matanong. Okay, again, hindi ko naman sinasabi na automatic yan siguro ma-refuse, but definitely in this court ruling, we get an idea that they can make an issue out of it, ask for an explanation, and if they find it insufficient, yung inyong magiging explanation, pwede na lang i-deny. O sige, puntahan na po natin. Okay. And by the way, later on, meron akong i-share din sa inyo. Nakita ko to on YouTube. Isa pong PFL, okay, na binigay sa isang applicant na kung saan may kine-question din na mismatch sa kanyang information, pero hindi prior application ang ginawang comparison. Okay, work experience din to, Ang ginawang comparison, yung kanyang declared work experience doon sa kanyang application at sa kanyang LinkedIn profile. Okay, chine-check din po yan. Sabi, bakit dito sa application mo, itong sinabi mo, pero dito sa LinkedIn profile mo, iba. Yun. Okay, kine-question din po ang mga ganyang bagay. Anyway, puntahan muna natin ito. This is a court ruling. Again, mid-December 2025 in-issue. So, ito pong aplikante, si Nasir Bata, applied for a work permit and PR under TFW program and Ontario PNP respectively. Na-refuse ng IRCC, who determined na ayun na nga ang naging assessment, may misrepresentation sa nature ng kanyang employment. At kahit binigyan siya ng pagkakataong magpaliwanag, hindi na kumbinsi yung IRCC officer. Okay. Galing Pakistan daw po itong applicant. Works in the UAE mula 2012. Sa kanyang PR application noong June 2023 under OINP, a week later daw pala, noon, nag-apply din siya ng work permit dahil nakahanap din siya ng isang trabaho as a procurement officer. Okay, specializing in medical services yung kanyang employer. Noong April 2024, yung IRCC na nagpa-process na kanyang work permit application, nagpadala sa kanya ng PFL, Procedural Fairness Letter. Yan po ang letter na ipinapadala kung sakaling may question tungkol sa inyong application. Okay, that is a venue for you to explain yourselves. Okay? So, PFL. Nandoon ang sabi, yung employment history information contained in his work permit application conflicted with information he had provided 5 years earlier. 5 years ago, ano yung kanyang in-apply? Meron siyang application for a temporary resident visa, I guess, a visitor visa, no? Na-refuse pala. Unsuccessful application for a temporary resident visa. And, ayun na nga, this gave rise to a concern about misrepresentation. Specifically, ang sabi ni officer, okay, sa kanyang work permit application ngayon, sinasabi niya siya daw ay isang procurement and supply chain specialist employed by QTech Med. Yun ang pangalan ng kanyang kumpanya. Inconsistent daw ito doon sa kanyang visa application 5 years ago, kung saan sinabi niya na doon sa same company na QTech Med, siya ay managing partner at CEO. So, he talked about the same company, no? Okay. Magkaiba lang ang posisyon. Doon pa daw sa kanyang na-refuse na visitor visa application, sinuportahan pa nga daw ito ng isang commercial license kung saan makikita na siya ay isang manager. Yan. 2 weeks later, sinagot niya, no, yung kanyang PFL. Ang sabi, paliwanag niya ay, ang managing partner or CEO daw na title ay generic job title lang, indicating na siya ay nasa isang senior role within the company. And that, ito daw ang posisyon na binanggit niya sa kanyang work permit ay accurate. Okay, accurate naman daw yung posisyon niya na procurement and supply chain specialist. And it only reflects a shift in the company's business operations. Okay. Meron na namang isang PFL na binigay. This one in connection dun sa kanyang PR application. And pareho ang kini-question. So I'm not sure if the same IRCC officer is also assessing this PR application, no? Okay, sabi dito, the officer cited the allegation of misrepresentation set out in the previous PFL and his response to that allegation, and provided him with another opportunity to address IRCC's misrepresentation concerns. Okay. Basically, siguro nandun sa file niya, no? Under his name. I'm just assuming this is what happened. Nakita doon na may ongoing work permit application din siya na kini-question for misrepresentation. Kaya dito sa kanyang PR application, ni-raise din binring up ulit yung concern na yun. Yan. At sinagot din niya muli. Sabi niya, customary daw sa UAE na ang mga business owners and self-employed individuals, they hold multiple roles. Okay? At ma-identify sila na managing partner and CEO even if daw their specialized daily functions are not reflected in those titles. Okay? Yan ang kanyang depensa, okay? He noted that in his PR application, he had identified himself as procurement specialist and CEO. Okay. Ayun guys, hindi po niya nakumbinsi, to cut the long story short. Okay. Na-refuse ang work permit based on a finding of misrepresentation. Nabigyan pa siya ng 5-year entry ban. At dahil din dyan, days later daw, ni-refuse na rin ang kanyang PR application on the same basis. Pumunta ngayon siya ng korte, kaya meron tayong federal court ruling na pinag-uusapan ngayon. At dito, hindi rin siya kinampihan ni judge. Dinismiss ang kanyang petition. Sabi ni judge, reasonable naman daw ang naging desisyon ng IRCC sa kanyang mga application. Okay, ayun. The application is dismissed. Now, as I told you earlier, guys, hindi lang, ayaw mag-highlight. Yan, application is dismissed. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, hindi lang po kinukumpara ang mga applications na inyong isinumite sa IRCC pag ina-assess ang inyong applications. They also check your social media sites. I actually have an episode early last year pa yata, no? If not, sometime in 2024. Hanapin ko yung thumbnail at upload ko dito. And I will also put the link sa comment section or sa description box, okay? Kung gusto nyo panoorin yan. Sinecheck mo ng IRCC ang inyong social media pages to verify information. Not just about work experience, pati sa inyong marital status, mga ganyan. At meron pong mga na-refuse ang kanilang application dahil hindi tugma yung kanilang mga posts sa social media, mga ganyan. Okay? Sa sinasabi nila sa kanilang application. Anyway, puntahan natin to, no? Ito po, okay guys, I will share with you. Masaya yan. Isa po to sa mga kilalang consultant din dito sa Canada who has a big presence on social media. Okay. This is, ano ba to? Basta pinost ko sa kanyang YouTube video. Meron siyang shinare na isang PFL. Okay. Actually, itong PFL na to, hindi rin daw sa kanya to. This is from another RCIC na kumbaga shinare online ang experience niya sa kanyang kliyente. Chinek ang LinkedIn account ng kanyang kliyente at nahanapan din ng mismatch doon sa work experience na dineclared. It's a little blurry guys, ano? Kasi nga pinost ko lang to from the video. Pero ito yung letter ng IRCC, babasahin ko sa inyo. Sabi, dear applicant, no, nakatanggal na po yung mga ilang identifying information. Sabi dito, I am completing the assessment of your application for PR visa. It appears you may not meet the requirements for immigration to Canada. Sabi ni officer, I have identified concerns regarding your claimed Canadian work experience. Third paragraph, sabi, according to your application, you have declared full-time employment at, sabihin ko na lang, employer A from this certain period up to present. However, it appears that you have been employed at employer ganito at a certain period of time as reflected on your LinkedIn profile. Okay? At yung work experience daw na nandun sa kanyang LinkedIn profile, nakasulat dito, yung nakapulang box, was not declared on your express entry profile. This, yung naka-highlight na ako guys, this raises concerns regarding potential overlap and the accuracy of the Canadian work experience claimed for express entry eligibility. Sa pinakailalim, parang may nire-request na clarification and supporting documentation. So it's unclear to me if na-deny na ito or what, but what we are trying to stress is tinitignan ng husto ng IRCC ang lahat ng mga information, okay, publicly accessible po on social media. Di naman ibig sabihin na kapag naka-private yan, magagalit sila sa inyo. Hindi. What I understand is, basta kapag may publicly accessible social media account kayo, maaari nilang tignan yan. Pati Facebook, I'm telling you, balikan nyo yung episode ko, meron ako mga sinight ng mga court rulings din kung saan binabanggit na sila po ay nag-check ng social media accounts from different platforms. Okay? So, yan lang naman. Make sure, guys, everything you declared or walang mismatch. Kung meron man, dapat kaya nyong depensahan at paliwanag ng husto. Alright? So, that is it for this episode. I will end this here. If you have concerns, put them down there in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!